Hey guys, how we doing today? This is Wally with LearnerNet.com, and if you're watching this Namecheap review, it means that you want to create perhaps a blog, a site, or maybe like an e-commerce store with their web hosting services. So what I wanted to do today in this Namecheap review is to give you guys my personal opinion about their web hosting services. I've been using them for quite some years, and wanted to point you in the right direction before you get started today. If you guys are new here to this channel for LearnerNet.com, hit the subscribe button, guys, right below, along with the bell. And that way, any future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. If you guys are watching this Namecheap review just to get a discount and you want to like save, with the web hosting and you want to bypass everything that I'm going to tell you in this review, you can actually skip this video, click the very first link that's right below, and it's going to give you guys up to 50% off today on any of the web hosting packages that you get started today. So just wanted to save you some time if that's all that you are looking for. So some time ago when I decided to get started with Namecheap, I was really interested primarily in domain names. I was using GoDaddy, their domain names there, and using their web hosting to create blogs, online. One thing that I wanted to mention about GoDaddy is that GoDaddy with their pricing over the years has just gone up, not only with the domain names, but the web hosting. And so basically in my case, I was looking for an alternative. And so just doing like a search online, and I stumbled upon Namecheap. I'd never used them, prior to GoDaddy. And I decided to first start off with the domain names. Now, the reason why I started off with the domain names is this. When I first started buying domain names at GoDaddy, domains were like probably, I don't know, $7 or $8, something like that. $7, $8 turned into $10, $15, $20. And, just with the renewals each and every year, the prices just go up and up. And that's just for like a .com, so if you're into like .coms primarily, or you want to get like a .org or .net, of course, that's a totally different price. But the web hosting also has gone up, and for that reason, the alternative. And so going back to Namecheap itself, when I first started, like using Namecheap and I actually set up the account, I noticed that the domain names were always a lot cheaper. Like right now, when you guys use the links below, you're going to notice off the gate that you can get a domain name, a .com, for under $6. Like right now for $5.98 for your very first year. So it's a huge discount, huge savings in comparison to GoDaddy. And for that reason, I started using them. Now, with the actual web hosting itself, they have, shared web hosting. There's WordPress hosting, VPS, different types of hosting that's there. If you're a beginner online and you have never created a website online, I just highly recommend that you guys use the shared hosting itself. So if you click the link that's right below, guys, it's going to bring you to Namecheap's landing page, which is this. I want you to hover over hosting, go to shared hosting, and there are 3 different packages that you can select from. One that allow you to create up to 3 sites, and there's 2 plans that allow you to create unlimited sites. Now, if you're a beginner online and you've never created a website online ever, then what you want to do is you want to stick with the very first tier, which is the Stellar plan itself. When you do, guys, as I mentioned before, if you're using the links below, it's going to give you guys up to 56% off on your very first year. So it's a huge discount with the web hosting, and for that reason, I wanted you guys to use the links below. So it's going to allow you to create 3 sites. If you're a beginner, you probably only need to create 1 site. But if you want to create some additional ones, that's perfectly fine. It's going to give you 20 gigabytes of SSD spread across the 3 sites itself that you create online. That should be more than enough. Most sites online typically occupy about 3 to 5 gigs, more or less, for the site itself. And it allows you to manage a lot of, web traffic, and also to build out several pages and posts, on your sites itself. However, if you're somebody like me who's doing like affiliate marketing, network marketing, and you want to create unlimited sites online, then I highly recommend that you go with the Stellar Plus or the Business, as these will allow you to do that. Right now, I'm using the Stellar Plus plan, which is a second tier up. When I initially got started, with Namecheap itself, I did start off with the Stellar, the first tier itself, and then I realized that I needed more because, as I mentioned before, I started doing like affiliate marketing, network marketing, and I wanted to be to create multiple like blogs or sites centered around different niches, if that makes sense. So again, if that's what you're doing then I highly recommend that you bump up first to the Stellar Plus or the Business, as these will give you more allocated resources with these particular plans itself. Now, some things that I wanted to mention off the gate is that, with Namecheap, they do have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you feel that Namecheap is not for you, you can contact customer support and they'll give you your money 100% back. You will get free SSL certificates. Every website should and must have an SSL certificate. You need that. That way, when people surf online, for your products and services, especially from Google, and they click through, they won't get like an unsecured warning, upon landing on your page itself. So you want that. You want people to know that your website is secure. And when you get started today with Namecheap, you're going to get free SSL certificates. And Namecheap does use a cPanel. Their cPanel looks like this. It'll allow you to create websites, not only with WordPress, but if you prefer to use like another CMS platform, perhaps like Joomla, Drupal, Magento, you'll have access to those as well. They have automatic updates, with the software. So what that means is you don't have to worry about continuously like updating everything. You do get emails for different plugins and things that you have installed, on your site. That'll be automatically updated. And so with that, again, as I mentioned before, you can install WordPress, on your domain name. If you guys need help with that, I will link up to a step-by-step tutorial. I do have a few of them on the LearnNet channel that you guys can watch. That way you can set up your website the right way today using Namecheap's hosting, okay? Some of the things that you will see, with your cPanel that comes with most cPanels is that, of course, you'll be able to set up email accounts. You'll be able to watch how much in the way of resources that you're using. If you want to like forward domain names that you purchase through Namecheap, you can do that, forward it and just point it like to another, site itself. I mean, that's what I do with affiliate marketing. I'll typically buy a domain and use it to forward, visitors to like another site. And so if you want to do that, this is the tab that you would do. It's really simple, guys, with the setup itself. And of course, if you're building your site, in the beginning, you may not have any visitors, but over time, you will grow online and you'll be able to scale your business or site that you have, and you'll be able to monitor how many visitors are coming to your site. Of course, you can couple that with like Google Console, your Google Analytics, and you can really see how is it that people are landing on your website. And that way you can strategically find out how to better, market your website. So with Namecheap itself, guys, they have tons of like resources that are here. I think that if you are a beginner, I recommend that you guys go with the Stellar plan right here. However, if you're somebody who does have experience online and you want to create multiple websites online and have more unlimited resources across the board, I recommend that you look at the Plus or the Business plan itself, as these are the best that'll work, for you. So what I wanted to do, guys, as I mentioned before, I wanted to go over briefly some of the main benefits and advantages of using, Namecheap. Up to date, I've been very pleased, using the web hosting services. They have really great customer support. And they also have really great security measures in place to keep your websites secure online. And so I wanted to put up this brief video, guys. As I mentioned before, I do have some step-by-step WordPress tutorials on the LearnNet channel that I'll link to right below. That way, when you guys click the very first link and you get started, you're going to be purchasing your domain name. You're going to be getting your web hosting package, one of the three that we mentioned today. And something that I wanted to mention too is that with all of the domain names itself, it was like another plus that, moved me to leave GoDaddy and come over to Namecheap, is that they have free domain name privacy protection. And I really, really love that feature, guys. It's something that I almost forgot to mention, like in this Namecheap review, is that with any of the domain names that you purchase, be it a .com, a .net, a .org, .biz, whatever extension that you select today, with the links below, you're going to get free domain name privacy protection. You want that because typically when you create any site online, it really doesn't matter what type of site it is or who you create it with. Your personal or private information becomes available on the Who Is Direct, which is like the white pages for websites, if you will. And so if you want to privatize that and you don't want to receive unsolicited like phone calls from people that are trying to sell you things, or a flood of emails from people that, may not even be from your country. They're probably from outside of the country, may not speak your language well, and they're trying to sell you things, or even scammers. This particular feature is definitely worth it, and you get it for free through Namecheap. So that's one thing that I wanted to mention that I almost forgot, guys, that you should know, again, in the way of security, how Namecheap helps to keep your website secure and your personal information. Okay. And so I just wanted to mention some brief things, guys, that I think that you should know before getting started today with Namecheap. Absolutely love their web hosting. I love the domain name sales that they have. They continuously offer really nice deals for both beginners and advanced users. So if you guys are ready to create your website, you can get started today by using the links below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found value with it, go ahead and smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel. That way, future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. So if you need any help at all, guys, with the creation of your website, you can check out the step-by-step tutorial that I'll link to below. And if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to drop them right below in the comment section. Have an amazing day, and thanks for watching this video.